Hello everyone. In this video, I will be telling the second part of the first, that is C language tutorial. I have discussed in the first part about the arithmetic operators. So this slide I have already explained in the first part. Coming to the next type of operator, I will be discussing that is increment and decrement operator. So increment and decrement operator are useful operators generally used to minimize the calculations, that is plus plus x and x plus plus means x equals to x plus 1, or minus x and x minus minus means x equals to x minus 1. So this is how increment and decrement operators that means. But there is a slight difference between plus plus and minus minus written before or after the operand. Applying the pre-increment, first add 1 to the operand and then the result is assigned to the variable on the left, whereas post-increment first assigns the value to the variable on the left and then increments the operand. So it always, in the first case, it sees and increment the first part, and then in the second case it first sees the operator and then do the increment or decrement as it's there. Coming to the next part of operator, that is relational operator. So relational operator, as the name suggests, it shows the relations. So it is the relationship is whether it is equals to, less than equals to, not equals to. So these are the relational operators. You can see is equals to, is not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to. This is a relational operator. So relational operator is mostly carried out with the help of equals to sign. There is always a relation between two operands. So this is the next type of operator, that is a relational operator. Coming to the next part of operator, that is logical operator. Now logical operator is and, that is logical and means when both are true, the resultant would be true. There is logical or means any one is true, then the resultant would be true. And meaning logical not, that means whatever is one, it will not operator will negate it and do the opposite of it. That means 1 will turn into 0 and 0 will turn into 1. So these are the three types of operator: logical operator, and, or, and not. Coming to the next part of operator, that is your bitwise operators. Now what does bitwise operators means? Bitwise left shift operator, bitwise right shift operator, bitwise ones complement operator, bit binary and operator, binary XOR operator, binary OR operators. These are all types of operators bitwise. Bitwise means it will shift to the left side, right side. One's complement is opposite of one will be, uh, it will like connect 1 to 0. So that wise it do uh, those things. Then coming to the next part, that is, so in the next bitwise, after the operators we have next type of operator is assignment operator. As the name suggests, assignment will always assign a value. It is plus equals to, minus equals to, multiply equals to. These are all the assignment operators. Assignment is always followed by a equals to sign. So these are all the assignment operators. You can see it on the screen. Coming to the next type, that is conditional operator. Condition always shows the condition. So it is with a question mark and with a colon sign. So it always asks if A is greater than B. It's a question. And if it's true or false, the value is assigned according with the help of colon. If it's true, the value will be 5. If it's less, the value will be 6. Like that. It's a combination operator also. We also call it ternary operator as well. So C supports some special operators. Now those special operators: size of operator, and pointer to a variable. Pointer, this is a pointer operator. Coming to the next is data types. Now data types of C, there are three types of data type. One is primary built-in data types, other is derived data types, then there is user defined data types. Now primary built-in data types, we have void, int, char, double, and float. And derived data types, we have array, references, and pointers. User defined data types, we have structure, union, and enumerations. So these are all types of data types. Now, coming to what is loop. Now, what do you mean by loop? Loop is actually something which repeats itself on continuous basis or number of times. So, there is a computer. First of all, there is a computer is the most suitable machine for performing repetitive tasks, and it can perform a task thousands of times. So it can perform a task thousands of times. Every programming language is a feature to instruct to do this repetitive task with help of certain statements. So those are looping statements. So this is about the loops. So we basically have mainly three types of loops. One is for, one is while, then other is do while loops. So discussing in the next slide about those loops. So while loop, there is do while loop, there is a for loop. If I talk about the while loop, now the while loop is about, it is the most basic loop in C programming. While loop has one control condition, so it has a control condition which you have to follow and executes along. The condition is true. The condition of the loop is tested before the body of the loop is executed. Hence, it's entry control loop, and you also call it a entry control loop. So that is very important. So with this, in the next part, I will be discussing about other loops. So